John Deere 4020. In 1964, as American agriculture was entering a period of strong mechanization, John Deere introduced the Model 4020 at its plant in Waterloo, Iowa. At that time, the corn and soybean fields that stretched across the Midwest needed a machine that was both powerful and durable to meet the growing production demands. The 4020 started at $10,345, a significant investment at a time when a new pickup truck cost around $2,500. However, its appeal led to more than 184,000 units being sold between 1964 and 1972, making it one of the best-selling tractors in John Deere history. Today, 4020s in good working condition typically fetch between $15,000 and $30,000 on the used and collectors markets. The Midwest and Great Plains are still where the 4020 is most popular. It has become an icon for its combination of power, reliability, versatility, and pioneering role in bringing new technology to farmers. The John Deere 4020 is equipped with a 404 cubic inches, 6.6L, inline six-cylinder diesel engine, producing approximately 95 PTO horsepower and 84 drawbar horsepower at 2,200 RPM. The machine has a standard synchro range 8-speed forward, 2-speed reverse transmission, or an optional power shift that allows seamless shifting without disengaging the clutch. A 34-gallon fuel tank keeps the machine running for hours. Maximum tow capacity is over 7,100 pounds. Overall dimensions are approximately 150 inches, 12.5 feet, long, nearly 7 feet wide, and an operating weight of approximately 9,000 pounds. The biggest difference between the 4020 and many of its contemporaries is the closed-center hydraulics, ensuring stable lifting force and smooth control of auxiliary equipment. The live PTO allows the power transmission shaft to operate independently of the gearbox, allowing for uninterrupted harvesting, weeding, or plowing when shifting gears. The powerful electric starter system, along with the option of a closed cab with heating and air conditioning, has improved operator comfort and productivity. These improvements make the 4020 not only a powerful tractor but also a reliable companion in all seasons. The six-cylinder diesel engine roars in the autumn mist. Each regular stroke of the engine blends with the light smell of smoke rising from the high exhaust pipe. The rear wheel leaves deep marks on the wet dirt road, covered in mud after the first rain of the season. As the sun rises, the golden light spreads across the straight rows of corn, and from the high driver's seat, the entire field can be seen moving with each turn of the PTO shaft. That image is deeply imprinted in the memories of many generations of farmers, those who have trusted this machine to hand over their entire harvest. More than half a century has passed. Many John Deere 4020s are still working every day on small farms, proving their durability over time. Many have been restored with their original green-yellow paint, displayed in fairs, museums, and classic tractor events. In the tractor-loving community, the 4020 is considered the universal tractor of the 20th century, a living testament to the golden age of American agricultural engineering, where power, durability, and comfort converge in one design. Subscribe to the channel and share your memories of the John Deere 4020 in the comments section. Please see the next tractor. John Deere Model G. In 1937, as America was recovering from the Great Depression, John Deere introduced the Model G at its Waterloo, Iowa, plant. This was a time when American agriculture needed larger, more powerful tractors to farm hundreds of acres. The Model G's initial retail price in the late 1930s was around $2,600, which was a significant investment for farmers at the time. During its production run from 1937 to 1953, more than 64,000 units rolled off the line, serving primarily in the Midwest and Great Plains. Today, well-maintained GS typically fetch between $5,000 to $12,000 on the collector's market. It became an icon thanks to its superior traction, rugged design, and ability to work on large-scale farms, a rarity in the pre-war era. The John Deere Model G is powered by a 412 cubic inches, 6.8L, horizontally opposed two-cylinder gasoline engine that produces approximately 38 PTO horsepower and 34 drawbar horsepower at 975 RPM. The transmission is 6 forward speeds, 1 reverse speed, and is coupled to a single-plate dry clutch. The fuel tank holds 17 gallons, enough for a full day of continuous plowing. The maximum towing capacity is over 5,800 pounds. The machine is approximately 133 inches (11.1 feet) long, 86 inches wide, and has an operating weight of approximately 5,700 pounds. This is one of the most powerful two-cylinder tractors of John Deere at that time. The Model G features a large displacement two-cylinder engine, the signature John Deere thump-thump design, providing strong traction at low RPM. The belt pulley system allows the operation of a grain separator, feed mill, or water pump, expanding the working capacity in the field. The large frame size makes it easy to pull 3-blade plows or multi-row transplanters, reducing tillage time. This is John Deere's pioneer in the high-power tractor segment before World War II. The deep pop-pop sound echoes through the morning mist, light blue smoke rises from the tilted exhaust. Mud clings to the wheels after the first rain of the season, as the G pulls the plow to turn the fertile soil. The early sunlight shines on the distinctive green-yellow paint, reflecting on the yellowing wheat fields. On autumn afternoons, the sound of the machine echoing across the vast fields, a familiar sound of the American countryside more than 70 years ago. Although more than half a century old, many Model GS are still operating on small farms, while thousands more have been restored and displayed at vintage tractor fairs across the United States. In the collector community, the Model G is considered the pathfinder for the era of high-power tractors by John Deere. With its simple design, ease of maintenance, and unmistakable sound, it holds a special place in the history of American agricultural engineering. Subscribe to the channel and share your Model G memories in the comments. See you next time. John Deere Model A. In 1934, as America was still reeling from the Great Depression, John Deere introduced the Model A at its Waterloo, Iowa, factory. It was the company's first mass-produced farm tractor, aimed at medium and large-scale farms looking for an efficient mechanization solution. The initial price in the mid-1930s was around $1,000, a significant investment that quickly proved its worth. During its production run from 1934 to 1952, more than 300,000 were sold, a record for the time. Today, a good running Model A typically sells for $3,500 to $8,000, and remains most popular in the Midwest, where it once labored through corn, wheat, and soybean fields. The Model A became an icon thanks to its durability, versatility, and distinctive engine sound that has been imprinted in the memories of many generations. The John Deere Model A is equipped with a 321 cubic inches, 5.3 L, horizontally opposed two-cylinder gasoline engine, producing approximately 26 PTO horsepower and 23 drawbar horsepower at 975 RPM. The machine has a 4-speed forward, 1-speed reverse transmission in the early versions, and from 1947 was upgraded to a 6-speed forward, 1-speed reverse transmission. The fuel tank has a capacity of 12.5 gallons, enough for a continuous working day. Maximum towing capacity is over 4,300 pounds. Overall dimensions are 128 inches, 10.6 feet long, 83 inches wide, and operating weight is approximately 4,700 pounds. The most prominent feature of the Model A is the large-capacity two-cylinder engine with a characteristic pop-pop sound, providing strong traction at low RPM, ideal for heavy work such as plowing, pulling a harvester, or operating a seed separator via a belt pulley. The wide frame system allows for a variety of equipment to be mounted, from multi-blade plows to double-row seeders. In particular, from the late 1940s, the Model A also had the option of Roll-O-Matic, a front suspension mechanism that helps the wheels roll smoothly over rough terrain, bringing more comfort to the operator. The engine roars in the morning mist, each regular beat blends with the crowing of roosters and the light smell of gasoline smoke in the wind. The rear wheel is deeply imprinted on the wet dirt road, the mud clinging tightly after the first rain of the season. The early morning sunlight shines on the green-yellow paint, reflecting sparklingly as the machine glides over rows of young corn growing. The image of the Model A in the middle of a vast field has become a symbol of the American countryside for many decades. Although it has been more than 70 years since the last Model A rolled off the assembly line, thousands of them still operate on small farms or are carefully preserved by collectors. Many have been restored to their original condition and are displayed at vintage tractor shows and fairs across the country. In the tractor-loving community, the Model A is considered the machine that opened the era of mass-produced tractors by John Deere, an indispensable part of the history of American agricultural machinery. Subscribe to the channel and share your memories of the John Deere Model A in the comments section. Please watch the next tractor. John Deere Model H. In 1939, as America was still recovering from the Great Depression and preparing for World War II, John Deere introduced the Model H at its Waterloo, Iowa, plant. It was a compact tractor designed for small and medium-sized family farms that needed an economical machine that could handle the daily chores. The initial price was around $575, making the Model H one of the most affordable John Deere tractors of its time. More than 60,000 were produced between 1939 and 1947. Today, a good Model H can be had for $3,000 to $7,000 depending on condition. Most popular in the Midwest and South, the Model H was loved for its practicality, ease of maintenance, and ability to work hard through multiple seasons. The John Deere Model H is powered by a 90 cubic inches, 1.5 L, horizontally opposed two-cylinder gasoline engine that produces approximately 14 PTO horsepower and 12 drawbar horsepower at 1,650 RPM. The transmission has 3 forward and 1 reverse speeds, simple and reliable controls. The 8-gallon fuel tank is enough for a full day of work with low consumption. The maximum towing capacity is approximately 2,700 pounds. Overall dimensions are 109 inches, 9.1 feet long, 58 inches wide, and the operating weight is approximately 2,600 pounds, compact enough to work flexibly in tight spaces or orchards. The Model H features a small displacement but high-torque two-cylinder engine design, allowing stable operation at low RPM. The narrow frame and small turning radius make it easy to move between rows of trees or in the farmyard. The standard belt pulley allowed connection to a grain separator, water pump or feed mill, a versatile feature that farmers of the time appreciated. Simple, economical, and easy to maintain, the Model H quickly became an indispensable assistant on family farms. The warm pop-pop sound of the engine echoed in the morning dew, mixed with the crowing of roosters and the smell of freshly cut grass. Mud covered the wheels after the first rain of the season, as the H pulled a small plow, turning each row of fertile soil. In the late afternoon, the sunset covered the green-yellow paint, reflecting sparklingly as the machine ran along the dirt road leading to the barn. That image has been imprinted in the memories of many generations, recalling the time when all farm work was associated with this faithful tractor. More than 80 years after its introduction, many Model Hs still operate daily on small farms, while many have been restored and displayed at vintage tractor shows. In the collector community, the Model H is considered a symbol of simplicity and efficiency, a testament to a time when every dollar invested had to be worth it in the long run. With its compact design, versatility, and distinctive sound, the Model H holds a memorable place in the history of American agricultural mechanization. Subscribe to the channel and share your memories of the John Deere Model H in the comments. See you next time on the next tractor. John Deere Model 720. In 1956, as American agriculture was entering a period of full-scale mechanization, John Deere introduced the Model 720 at its Waterloo, Iowa, plant. This was a time when the corn, wheat, and soybean fields in the Midwest were expanding rapidly, requiring more powerful tractors than ever before. The Model 720 was considered the largest and most powerful model in John Deere's legendary twin-cylinder line. The starting price was around $3,700, and within just 3 years of production, 1956 to 1958, tens of thousands of them rolled off the line. Today, a good 720 can be had for $8,000 to $18,000 depending on condition and configuration. Most popular in the Midwest and Great Plains, the Model 720 became an icon thanks to its outstanding pulling power, incredible durability, and the distinctive twin-cylinder engine sound that has been imprinted in the memories of generations of farmers. The John Deere Model 720 is equipped with a 376 cubic inches (6.2 L) horizontally opposed twin-cylinder diesel engine, producing approximately 65 PTO horsepower and 57 drawbar horsepower at 1,125 RPM. In addition to the diesel version, gasoline and LP gas versions are also available. The transmission is 6 forward speeds, 1 reverse speed, combined with a solid manual clutch. The fuel tank holds 20 gallons, and the maximum towing capacity is over 7,000 pounds. Overall dimensions are 138 inches (11.5 feet) long, 85 inches wide, and the operating weight is approximately 6,700 pounds. With this power, the 720 is capable of pulling a 5-blade plow in a variety of soil types. The highlight of the Model 720 is the large-capacity 2-cylinder engine with strong torque at low RPM, providing superior pulling ability without the need for high RPM. The diesel version starts with an auxiliary gasoline engine, a familiar solution of John Deere at that time, making the machine easy to start in cold weather. The live PTO allows the operation of the combine, the weed roller or the seed separator without depending on the movement of the wheels. The powerful hydraulic system makes it easy to control and lift the auxiliary equipment, increasing labor productivity. The pop-pop sound echoed throughout the field in the early morning, mixed with the smell of diesel fumes and the damp soil after the previous night's rain. The rear wheel rolled over the newly plowed soil, the mud stuck in thick layers. Each rotation of the wheel seemed to move the whole field, the rows of corn and beans gradually retreating back. Late afternoon, under the sunset, the 720 still works steadily, the sound of the engine echoing far and wide across the countryside, a familiar sound of rural America in the 1950s. More than 6 decades later, many Model 720s are still working hard on small farms or restored and displayed at fairs and antique tractor museums. In the collector community, the 720 is considered one of the last pinnacles of the 2-cylinder John Deere tractor era, before the company switched to 4- and 6-cylinder models. Its power, durability and distinctive sound have left a deep mark on the history of American agricultural technology. Subscribe to the channel and share your memories of the John Deere Model 720 in the comments section. See you in the next video, where we preserve and honor values that never fade.